What is health? So many people tell me, I want to be healthy, I want to live a long, healthy life. Health is my greatest asset. But when I actually ask them, how do you know if you're healthy? The number one answer that I get is I'm healthy if I feel good. They're basing their health on how they feel. You know what the problem with that is? The problem with that is that we never do anything to improve our health until we feel bad. That's called being reactive instead of proactive. And we both know if you want to live that long, healthy life, you have to start being proactive about your choices. In fact, I would go as far as saying the leading causes of death right now in the United States are partly because this fact that our culture is so reactive about their health choices. Most people do nothing until they feel a major symptom. Heart disease, cancer, these types of things, we can make a major impact on it if we'll start making healthy choices today. Now I know that there's probably not a person out there who hasn't been touched by heart disease or cancer, and I'm with you. I'm the same way. My mom passed away of a massive heart attack in the middle of her sleep. She was only 47 years old. I always tell people, if I could go back in time and I could ask my mom earlier that day, how do you feel? Guess what she'd say? She'd say, I feel fine. Because most of the time you don't feel these chronic degenerative changes until it's too late. My grandfather, he passed away in his early 70s. He died of lung cancer. And usually when I even say the word lung cancer, most people think he was a smoker, when in fact he wasn't. So the oncologist did a health history and they looked back into his past and they found out that in his 30s and 40s, he was a plumber and a pipe fitter and he was exposed to a chemical called asbestos. We now know that asbestos leads to a specific type of lung cancer. But here's what shook me. If you realize that he was exposed in his 30s and 40s, that means for decades there was something going on inside of his body, something growing, getting bigger, that would eventually kill him, and he had no idea. He didn't know it was there because he didn't feel it. So are more people in our country dying of things that they feel or things that they don't feel? Obviously, things that they don't feel. So I want you to start looking at health differently. When you think about symptoms, I want you to think about what is the cause, not just how to cover up that symptom. A symptom is just the fire alarm. Imagine if a building was on fire and we called the fire department and they came in the door with their axes and their hoses and then they just ran up to the alarm and cut the cord and said, "Whew, we got that terrible noise." Would that really help the building? No, but we do that over and over with our body, just covering up a symptom every time we get a chance. So to go back to answer this question, what is health? I use the World Health Organization's very own definition. They came up with this definition back in the 40s and 50s, but I think it's absolutely great. It doesn't say anything about how you look or how you feel. It says health is the optimal functioning of the body. Now it goes on to say physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, but not merely the absence of sickness or disease. But let's just take that first half, that first part. Health is the optimal functioning of your body. That makes sense. That's why when we start doing things that are healthy, like diet and exercise, we improve the function of our body, therefore we become healthier. Now I want to end with this. I want to share with you a simple fact that could change your life. If you think about what system inside your body controls the function of every organ, cell, tissue, the answer is your nervous system. Your brain sends messages through that spinal cord out every nerve, controlling every function of your body. That's why your heart's beating right now, your lungs are breathing. If you ate lunch today, your stomach is digesting that food, it will assimilate those nutrients and take nutrients to 70 trillion cells in your entire body. Your brain coordinates all of this happening every second of the day through your nervous system. So if you want to have better health, if you want to live a longer, healthier life, we've got to learn to take care of that one system that is so vitally important, your spine and your nervous system.